Recollection Road is proud to partner with Legacy Box. Get early access to the best deal of the year. Watch until the end of this video to see why Legacy Box is the perfect gift this holiday season.
Okay.
Lionel electric trains were the crown jewel of Christmas gifts for American boys in 1950. Lionel ruled department store catalogs, and every kid dreamed of having a locomotive circling the tree.
I think they made them still in the 90s, right? They definitely were not $12. Yeah, that is definitely a hobby that has died, guys. It's unfortunate.
Fueled by the explosion of Western TV shows.
Okay, guys, these prices are offensive to me. I'm just going to be completely honest here. Don't show me the prices. Show me the products, but not the prices. Please.
Red Ryder BB gun was still the most iconic cowboy Christmas gift in 1951. It was affordable, durable, and tied directly to screen heroes kids watched every week.
You give kids those things?
The first toy ever sold through television advertising was
Potato
Mr.
Head.
Potato Head. And in 1952, it became an overnight national sensation, with kids loving that they could decorate any real potato with silly faces.
Take any fruit or vegetable. Just stick in eyes, then ears, and then the mouth. You can make the funniest looking people in the whole world.
Okay.
A huge
things
American
were so,
hit in
guys, things were so simple.
1953. The Ginny
Guys, because like now it's like, yeah, give me an iPad. Right? I want the new Nintendo Switch.
doll became one of the decade's biggest pre-Barbie crazes. Sold with countless outfits and accessories, she dominated holiday wish lists for little girls.
Pam's mother saw two dolls who seemed to say, "We'll help you with your daughter, ma'am. We're just the girls you need for Pam. Our names are Jenny and Jeanette. Pam will love us.
Nah, bro, that's
You can
creepy.
bet. Now, these are dolls most anyone could surely see are lots of fun."
Disney's
That is
Davy Crockett
super creepy.
miniseries created one of the largest product frenzies of the entire decade. In 1954, coonskin caps and Frontier playsets sold out across the country.
Were they real raccoon or like a faux material?
In 1955, Silly Putty was the ultimate stocking stuffer. It was cheap, fun, and impossible for kids to put down, making it a nationwide craze almost instantly.
What is Silly Putty? Well, it's a real solid liquid. If you pull it so, it'll go forever, like taffy. Now, when you make Silly Putty round and drop it, it'll bounce higher than a rubber ball. And here's something else you can do with Silly Putty. Flatten it, press a picture in your newspaper.
What? Like steal the ink from a... that's actually
Originally created
cool.
as a wall cleaner, Play-Doh became one of America's favorite creative toys in 1956, after being rebranded and marketed to school children through children's TV shows.
Yes, every child wants Play-Doh. Over 5 million new users every year testify to Play-Doh's quality and fun.
Oh, look at the prices.
Released nationwide in 1957, the Frisbee sparked a fast-growing fad across American schoolyards and became one of the hottest novelty toys heading into the holidays.
Want fun? Get Frisbee. It flies through the air with the greatest of ease. Want fun? Get Frisbee. It's the newest, fastest, most flying fun under the sun.
Whammo did it again in 1958 with the hula hoop. They sold over 25 million hoops in just a few months, and nearly
Yeah, but
every
at that
kid in
price, of
America
course,
seemed
guys.
to have one by Christmas.
Just give it a spin and do lots of tricks.
Like, they
Round the neck,
wanted
go
everyone
feel the
to
buzzard.
have
Round
these
your
things.
waist, the natural. Slip it way down and do the knee knocker. It's the new amazing Whammo hula hoop.
One of the most important
You guys, we'll never get these times back, bro. Okay. Like just watching, like listening to how the advertisements are and things like that, guys, we'll never get these times back. Not saying specifically we need to have, go back to this era at least, but like the innocence level or like the naivety level, let's say, of all of this is intriguing. Everyone now is just jaded and wears too much makeup and drinks too much coffee, guys.
Toy releases in U.S. history was the Barbie in 1959. The new dolls sold out in
Was life
stores
better
before
back
the
then,
holidays,
guys?
making her the must-have gift.
It kind of looks like it.
Barbie, small and so petite, her clothes and figure look so neat. Her dancing outfit rings the bell. At parties she will cast a spell.
Okay, this was expensive, I'm guessing.
And all the gadgets gals adore.
The Etch A Sketch hit store shelves in 1960,
Nah,
and
bro,
it was
this
a
is
big
still popular.
success. Kids had never seen anything like it. A TV-like screen they could draw on using knobs.
Prunella, what you doing under there?
I'm working with magic. That's what.
Why are you hiding under the basket?
Because everybody wants to play with my Etch A Sketch. That's why. This is the magic picture I'm making, see?
Okay, now this is creepy. This one right here. Like the way this guy was talking to this little girl, that was a little bit creepy, guys.
Why is it magic?
Because I'm not using pencils or crayons or chalk. I just turn the knobs to make the lines go up and down and all around. And look, no mess. And when I turn the Etch A Sketch upside down and shake, it all disappears. That's magic, mister.
In 1961, the slip and slide became the gift all the kids wanted, despite not being able to use it until the summer. The backyard craze swept
Yeah, I
the
had one of
country,
these.
and parents ended up buying
These were
them in
fun.
droves
These were
that
very
Christmas
fun.
season.
Cool summer splashing fun. Get yours today. The famous Slip and Slide by Whammo.
But I had one in the 90s, obviously,
Trolls
not
were
1960.
the biggest toy fad of 1962. These wild-haired good luck dolls were collected by both kids and teens, making them highly sought-after Christmas presents. The Easy Bake Oven was an instant icon in 1963.
Yeah, it
a
caught
real
people's houses
working
on fire.
oven that used a light bulb to bake tiny cakes and cookies
No?
was the perfect Christmas surprise for little girls.
Easy bake, fast as you can. Mix 'em up, pour 'em in the pan. Slide 'em in, let 'em bake now. Slide 'em in, slide 'em out. Easy bake, wow!
Okay. That was actually
G.I.
incredibly
Joe
expensive,
was the
I
first
think.
action figure created for boys, and it was a runaway bestseller in 1964. America's movable fighting man sat atop Christmas lists and was available in their favorite branch of the armed forces.
G.I. Joe, fighting man from head to toe, on the land, on the sea, in the air.
G.I. Joe attack!
They used the, I think the song Caissons? Something Caissons.
The game Operation buzzed, making you a nervous wreck, but everyone wanted it in 1965. It even topped Sears'
It was a March
Christmas
song.
toy list that year.
Operation, Milton Bradley's goofy game for dopey doctors. Here's your patient. You take a card.
Remove funny bone.
Careful, if you touch the sides, you blew
Now,
it,
guys,
Charlie.
this game is still fun. Absolutely.
In 1966, tiny working ovens, mixers, and washing machines from Susie Homemaker was what all the little girls wanted. With an aggressive ad campaign, the small appliances dominated Christmas wish lists.
And now you can get so many things from Susie Homemaker. Stove and oven. You can bake all this with Mother's mixes. It has working burners that really heat, each separately. And Susie Homemaker's
Wait,
oven bakes
or was
real
this the one that
big
set
cakes.
people's houses on fire?
Big enough for a party of 6.
Like one of them was like the cause of fires.
Light Bright became a beloved toy in 1967. Kids could plug in colorful pegs to create their very own pictures that magically glowed.
Making things look like
Fight Right, the toy that lets you create beautiful pictures with light.
Like what it can be to fly.
When Hot Wheels launched, the tiny metal cars instantly became the top toy of the season, outselling other traditional die-cast cars.
I'm gonna be honest,
They're
I think they
fastest
still
metal
are.
cars you've ever seen. Mattel's new Hot Wheels. Collect them.
Released in time for the 1969 holiday season, the original 4-inch foam Nerf ball became an instant bestseller. It was soft, safe, and could be thrown indoors, a huge selling point
Yeah, guys, that's what you call overacting right there.
for parents and kids.
They're Nerf balls. Spongy foam. That doesn't hurt anything. Nerf balls. You got your Nerf. Hey, so where did you get these Nerf balls from me?
Recollection Road and Legacy Box.
Okay, guys. Okay. There are a lot of things on here that I've definitely never seen, but then I think some of these things are still so popular that, of course, there are kids that still kind of want these things here. Hot Wheels, bro. Hot Wheels are popular. I grew up in the 90s, I would say. Well, I don't know. How do we define grown up, at least, right? I mean, in the 90s, I was like 4. So I don't know if that counts as me growing up in the 90s. If that makes any sense here. But either way, I would say probably I grew up more so in the 2000s, the early 2000s, maybe. I am from the 1900s, though, in fact, right? But yeah, that's how that works there. So, but some of these things are still popular. Like my son still, in fact, he's like, listen, bro, Etch A Sketch is a thing that he wants kind of by default here. And then obviously Hot Wheels, that's like been his thing for forever. He likes those, like his building tracks and things. Like, that's just still cool. It is fun though. Don't get me wrong here. But again, some of these things were incredibly dangerous. The materials that were in some of the things that we just saw here were also crazy. Not sure that they would pass any type of, serious regulation these days, guys. Because a good amount of these things here were like mercury based, I think is, or am I wrong there? I could be wrong here. Am I thinking about something else like uranium? It's something crazy, guys, right? Crazy. You guys were wild back then. Okay, I wasn't there, so I don't really know, but I do know that based on some of the videos that I've seen here, like mercurochrome, all types of absolute craziness was done back in like the 50s, 60s, and 70s and things. The video itself here, though, solid, absolutely, and I do think that some of these things still probably hold weight in 2025, guys, at least.
Guys, do you want to watch movies with me? I never actually thought to like promote it over here, guys. But if you guys do want to watch it, guys, we have hundreds of movies, and I mean hundreds of movies that we've reacted to. You guys can come watch them with me if you want to, along with many TV shows. Currently, we're working on the show Dexter, along with Vikings, and we have a lot of series that are already completed. But if you guys do want to watch it with me, the link is in the description. Everything's available at the second tier. But of course, if that's not your thing, guys, don't worry. Right? Listen, like and subscribe.